I'm over here in Hawaii, and yet I've been paying attention all my life to what's been going on. And so it's funny because I always had a feeling it was going to end up now, but I didn't think it was going to end up by the party cheating. And is a thing that people have to understand that there are, and you may think it, but you need to understand it and know it, that the politicians, Democrats and Republicans, they fake themselves out. They think that they have people that it's going to help them, and as soon as they get what they want, they take it back. And it's really incredible that I graduated in 1970, and people, when you talk about Kent State, or you talk about black power, or you talk about love and peace and all of these kinds of things, you have to go back, because if you look at how much the time it took, you can see that there's a lot of people that don't know their history. But what I will say is this: there are people who lived it, and I'm one of them. Yes, sir. And it is now to, let's say, speed up and then go back so that you can really, really, really not only understand, but wonder why it had to come down to this. Now, let me tell you something. You can't have evil and good working in the same area. They can't get along. They can't, they, you know, and you got evil and you have goodness. And they just can't. I mean, you got people that are just down. That's how they exhibit their power. Now, there are a lot of people that believe that they've been left behind, and I'm going to be talking about that too. I'm going to try and tell you whatever it is. I'm not organized, but I can tell you that what is happening today and how it, built up to where the victor, who is the loser, you know, and that the people that they're oppressing and trying to take the power away are, mm-mm, they're not. Boy, if one was to even look. So you look at them and you say, somebody got to be behind these people. And somebody has always been behind these people and set them off in their way. Now, this whole thing about Antifa and BLM and the Muslim Brotherhood and this chair, CH, yeah, some about uh, some other organization that will take care of the situation as to how they can round up everybody that don't look like them and doesn't think like them, don't pray like them. Now that they have, they think they have the power, they don't even know what to do with it. So they'll misuse it. They can't even direct it. I mean, neither could Obama. He just needs to do some nasty things so the CIA could upset all parts of the world so they can continue to go and to do what they need to do. And if you look at history, and a lot of people don't look at the history, it's genocide, it's all kinds of things that are going on. And you don't say these words and say they haven't done it for a long time. They've been doing it, folks. And you have to understand that this too is what this war is about. This, and I say war because it's been going on for a long time, and it has had an effect on different kinds of people and what they're doing. And now today, you can look at other countries and you can see that they're sitting on platforms and they are sad and they have no food, and you wonder why a, a group of people torture, would torture, you know, people like this just for being not like them. And that they need their power, they need their work, they need their power mostly. And why and how to exhibit the power. and to report the power. And I tell you what, as we go through this whole thing called life, you understand, you see it's been going on for a long time. You can sit back, relax, and have a cup of tea, or you can stand up and say, "Oh, you're not gonna get away with this. There's gonna be a turnaround. Whether you destroy everything that is holy and sane and beautiful about America." And see, I can't get into what happened before. I spent my whole life living, living what needs to be done, what I want to do, hooking up with people that want to do the same thing. They don't have power in terms of wanting to hurt people. They have a power that creates the energy that allows them to do and produce. Hate has never produced anything except destruction. Hate can't build anything. It can only destroy. But they don't want to tell us these things, and one day these things will be illegal to say. A good feeling will be terrible to have, and if you're around, because they got to get down. And they even tell you, how many people they want on the planet. And so that's why you see all kinds of crazy things going on, because that ain't easy. Because to destroy us, they're going to have to destroy themselves. You see, we've learned about the contaminators of all times, and it's here anyhow. I mean, you can go ahead and think, but we've set up a whole lot of practice bombs, and we've created all kinds of uranium deals and mines, and other countries have been doing the same thing. That's why I call them the contaminators of all time, because they've done so much. It's kind of crazy to even think about cleaning it up. And people are telling these, I can't even begin to tell you, I don't even want to call them by their holdings, because they don't know nothing. You ask them something, they got to go ask somebody. They can't give you nothing except, I don't understand. I can't save a country. But this country really was, before they got there, it was doing okay. We had a man that knew the business. You see, because that's what it is. When you look at the Constitution, you're looking at a corporation, and you're looking at and hoping, but I don't think that they give the president enough time, because it just bothered him. And they got bothered because what they were doing didn't bother him. Until he found out, and even then it didn't bother them, that there were people that were cheating. You understand that? So now cheating is how you say, the way to be. Rioting is the way to move. Bowing and praying is the way they. Well, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people out there that want to change America to an Islamic nation. They want to start an Islamic revolution. And, this is really, really, if you don't know what's going on, you'll understand once they get here. And you won't be prepared. And we need somebody who's prepared. But they're prepared to, as one of my friends say, when they get in, it ain't about a war. They're going to concede. You see. They're going to concede. But I can't see the military conceding. That's the thing that kind of makes me crazy, is because the military is not about, Democrat, Republican. It's about protecting our country. And what they have done is they've decided to bring another country in to run and take care of what needs to be taken care of, and to get rid of those that they think shouldn't be here, and then start running the country with the traitors who want to show them everything. And that's true. I'm telling you, folks. They're already here. If you go to Texas, you'll know they're already here. They're selling their oil wells and teaching the Chinese how to work these things. They have their company. But, if you promise someone that you're going to give them a job, you got to give them a job. So the only way, if you have all your people there, is to get rid of them and bring those people in. But that's not the American way. No, it's the universal globalist way. Mm. Well, I think I've gone on a long time, and all I know is this: Tuesday, we'd have a big surprise, and all of these people that have done wrong, not only to the country, but to you and me and to our Constitution. You know, these people, they've been planning this for a long time. That's all I want to tell you. This goes back to 1940. I don't want to tell you this because they don't teach school anymore, but it would make you crazy if you know what's been going on. And how they talk about white supremacy, and they be living in, there's an elite on the other side. It's called the black supremacy. And on top of that, you got the people that have been here for a long time, and I call that the petroleum aristocracy. And then I look at, whoa, a country that never really had a lot of oil, had to buy it from somebody else, now has that resource, Israel. And if you say anything about Israel, if you say anything about these people over there, they're going to call you an anti-Semitic. I think that's what they call you, anti-Semitic. If you say anything about this election, they're going to tell you you're a traitor and an American if you don't deserve to live. This is how you get a lot of people out of here. You know, you line them up and they say, you didn't agree with us. And you'll say, oh no, Archie. It doesn't happen like that. We can come to some kind of agreement. Well, that's cool if you do what they wanted. And if you knew what they wanted, would you give it to them? Would you give it to them willingly? That's the question. I've been known to ask good questions. And I'm R.J. Hampton, so you don't have to be. Aloha.